Billy, we already know how Kellie Pickler's husband died. Why is the official autopsy important?
Stunning news, rocking country music.
Songwriter Kyle Jacobs, who is also the husband of country singer Kellie Pickler, has died.
It's easy to think the only good reason to explore how Kyle Jacobs died further is because a news outlet is chasing clicks or standing on some sort of First Amendment soapbox about the freedom of the press. That's not the case.
Well, Metro Police announced tonight country star Kellie Pickler lost her husband today in an apparent suicide.
It's subtle, but that news clip from February 17th, 2023 underlines why there's a need to know and why what medical examiners found may actually set Pickler and her family's minds at ease.
I'm Adison Haager, and to be clear, nothing about what the medical examiner found will make the tragedy any easier for the country singer. It could, however, prevent these months and years that follow from becoming more difficult. Subscribers to this channel know we'll only share what is necessary in this video, much like we did in reporting Naomi Judd's death by suicide 1 year ago. Please consider subscribing and share some feedback in the comment section below. We'll be discussing something that could be triggering, so please take care while watching, but don't expect any horrific details about how Jacobs died to be shared here. Billy, what did the medical examiner say?
The official medical examiner's report is detailed in a way that would make most people uncomfortable. I'm just going to share 3 key takeaways. The first is that Kyle Jacobs did die by a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his home on February 17th. You'll note that early reports didn't jump to conclusions.
Well, Metro Police announced tonight country star Kellie Pickler lost her husband today in an apparent suicide.
An apparent suicide was the right way to report that because police had not yet completed an investigation. The second key takeaway was that Jacobs showed signs of chronic alcohol use, but the toxicology revealed no drugs in his system at the time of his death. The third thing is that he had a history of pseudo-seizures, which can be caused by an underlying psychological condition.
What does that mean?
I guess I don't really want to say because I think some of the suggested causes for pseudo-seizures can plant a seed for rumors moving forward. We found an explanation at healthline.com and other websites, and I dropped that link below, but without talking to a doctor or a trained psychologist, I'd be pretending to have expertise in an area that I'm not an expert in.
The ME report and related documents also confirmed the initial report about how Kellie Pickler woke up, didn't see her husband, and started looking for him. She and an assistant went upstairs, and when they came to a door they couldn't open, they grew very concerned and called 911. Billy, almost all of this mirrors the original reporting. Why do they need an autopsy?
Well, that's the key question. Without official records from police, we're left at apparent, allegedly, and reportedly. Those words leave room for alternative explanations, and it's not hard to find people eager to push conspiracy theories through the crack in that door. I'm not going to spotlight the bowels of the internet here, but there was a growing audience willing to accuse Kellie Pickler of the worst things possible after her husband died. None of it's true. There's no evidence to suggest anything other than what the medical examiner concluded. She is a woman privately grieving the death of her husband by suicide. That's bad enough.
Okay, then one last question. It's May. Kyle Jacobs died in February. What took so long?
3 months isn't that long in these kinds of cases. His report doesn't get rushed because he's famous. Sometimes it takes longer, and if I'm being honest, sometimes it doesn't take all that long at all, but nobody's asking for it properly. A news outlet needs to track this information down through channels that often aren't that easy to navigate. Sterling Whitaker did the work for Taste of Country on this one, but I can recall instances when a website glitch has created some massive confusion.
Yeah, I imagine when it's a high-profile death, that office gets overwhelmed too.
Exactly. They don't staff to be ready for a news rush on The Office. It's the same small team doing all the work.
Find Taste of Country's original report in the description section below and give a thumbs up or a comment to show support for Pickler, her family, and the friends and family of Kyle Jacobs.
I'm Billy Dukes.
I'm Adison Haager for Taste of Country, and if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, you can call the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.